Hi guys, Sue back with our second crafty tutorial along the architecture theme. So this week our inspiration has been the pyramids in Egypt. So I'm just going to create a very simple kind of landscape with the idea of the pyramids. So you will need a pencil, a pen and a piece of paper. So not much materials at all. I mean, you can use pen to go over it to define it, but if you just want to do it in pencil, then that's totally up to you. Okay. So I'm going to start by just drawing our sort of horizon line. Now I'm not going to draw a really straight one, I'm going to have it a little bit kind of uneven, because if you imagine it's the desert, and I'm not going to reach the full width of the paper, I'm just doing it there. So to do our pyramids, you basically do two triangles of different sizes. So I'm going to do one up and down, and then I'm going to tuck a smaller one behind. So I'm just going to come up and down. I'm just going to make my round a bit longer. Like that. Now if you make your one behind smaller, again that gives a little bit of perspective in your drawing. And also what we want to do is make them feel three-dimensional. So we're going to do a side to them, but we're going to have that slightly shorter. So I'm going to do another triangle. So that's going to be the side of our pyramid. I'm going to do the same on this one, slightly bigger. So already it gives it a little bit of form. Now to make them look even more three-dimensional, we can imagine that if the sun is coming this way, so we're going to draw in our sun at the top here. So just drawing a circle. If you prefer to draw around something circular, that's fine. So if our sun is shining this way, it means that the sun will hit these sides. So these are going to be our lighter sides. So we want our shading to be on this side. And to do shading, all you have to do is draw some lines. Okay, so I'm going to start at the top. And as I go down the pyramid, I'm going to get my lines further and further apart. And that also helps it to feel like this is getting bigger as it comes to the base. I'm going to do the same at the back. Okay, so it's a really simple technique that you can use. I might just add a few more in up there, a few more in at the top. Okay, so always think about where your light source is coming from, and that's where you have your lightest side, and the other side are going to be your darkest one. So I'm just going to do a squiggly line from here, so from about there, I'm going to come round, and that gives the idea of a little bit of an oasis. And then we're going to finish off with a palm tree. So our palm tree, I'm just going to come over with one curved line and two, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do some curved lines that flick out from that top point. And then once I've done that, I'm just going to do some wiggly lines that get smaller and smaller towards the end of the curved line, and that gives us the idea of the palm tree. So again, it's kind of an impression, so it's just going around, and then I'm going to do some curved lines going round to give the idea of the trunk of the tree. Again, can you see they're sort of getting further apart as you go to the bottom. And then I'm going to do a little bit of shading. So again, sun will be hitting this side, so we're going to shadow this side, and I'm just going to do some curved lines. So when you're shading anything, if you go in the direction you want, so obviously our pyramids are very flat, so our lines are straight, and we're going to do a little bit of shading there. And it's as simple as that. And then you can either go over with pen, like I did with the Eiffel Tower, picking up the detail, like so, or you can then add some colour. So you might want to have a little bit of blue in the sky, felt tips or paints, and there's our very simple pyramids picture. Thanks guys, see you next time for animal theme. Bye.